Folks, not Makia. Today I'm going to talk about a topic I've been thinking about for a while now, and it's about black people supporting each other. Now, one of the biggest problems in the black community, aside from fatherless children, single mothers, is black people not knowing how to support each other. And what I mean by this is, for example, when you go into the store, you would drive straight past a black store, own store, and go to a store that's white on, Walmart, Target, all of these big stores that are owned by Caucasians. Alright? Instead of going to the black store to go in, black women in particular, instead of going to a black store to go and buy your weave, you would go to the Koreans or the Chinese to go and buy your weave and whatnot. And I personally feel that this needs to stop. One of the reasons why our community is not growing is because we refuse to support each other. Instead, what we want to do is we want to fill our blocks up with churches, and these churches that are sucking up the money from the black community. Now, that doesn't mean that I am against churches. I believe in the Most High. I believe in supporting them and everything. I believe that many of these churches are not sincere, and their only intentions are to simply be leeches to the black community and not of a positive role. The funny thing about it is they're some of the dirtiest hoods with the most churches. And the thing about it is, many of the kids who live around there, they still live out of order. So the question is, with all of these churches around, why is it that still there are so many children that are violent and living lives of crime at such a young age? It's because that many of these churches are not sincere. Like I said, they're only there for financial purposes, and black people just get sucked into it so easily, And you walk into these churches, all you find is women wearing short, tight clothing. They're not there for God or anything. They're there to find another mate or something, to have sex. And all of these other, disgraceful things that do not, bring up the name of God. They're just there for their own personal reasons. So it's time for this to stop. Instead of spending so much time going to these black churches that are only there to be leeches, what you could do instead is support the black-owned businesses in your area. Whether it's to simply buy weave, to buy groceries or appliances. Even if you have to go and drive an extra few blocks or whatever, if it means that you are supporting someone that is of the same race of you, then I greatly encourage that. As black people, we depend so heavily on other races, and I don't think we realize how much we depend on these other races. What we need to do is we need to learn how to be self-sufficient, because when you go into the stores of these Koreans or these Indians, these Asians or these whites, you really believe that they want you to be there? Like, you sincerely believe that they appreciate you in any type of way? Honestly, they really don't. Alright? Look at all of the Asians that have stores in the black community, but you never see them coming out to commute with other blacks. Why? Because they don't want to be a part of them. They don't want to be around them, because they believe that they're better than you, black people. But you see, you don't realize that all of the Asian stores that are in the black community, you telling me you can't find one where an Asian would go with other blacks for a drink or for a talk or whatever? This just shows that they do not want to be around you, black people. We have to learn. We have to realize that we are, in fact, the most hated race on this planet. And the thing about it is, a lot of these races, they don't have any particular reason why. They just simply hate blacks. Why? Many have come to the conclusions that we are in fact Hebrew Israelites. You know, our people are descendants of those who were slaves in Egypt. Now, this is what many believe. This is the reason why we may be so persecuted compared to other races. But regardless, black people, we have to learn that these other races, they want nothing to do with us. Okay, they do not like you. What we need to do is we need to start supporting each other and helping each other to grow. That's how our community can expand and become more powerful, like the Jewish community. Well, they're not real Jews anyway, they're fake Jews. Pardon me. Okay? There could be another Black Wall Street, but we just have to make it happen. If you don't know about Black Wall Street, I encourage you to do your research. Thank you. This has been Nat Maki. Stay tuned for more.